Hello friends, welcome back to part 12 of my Tesla earnings forecast video review series. I'm going to show you the Loki cam here because Loki is up and stretching and having a good time over here. So there's Loki. Let's go back to my desktop now. You can keep an eye on Loki in the Loki cam down here. Where's my fingers? There they are. There's Loki right there. Flapping his ears, having a good time, being a chihuahua. And I will advance this deck through to the next two charts that I want to talk about. This one's operating expenses, and the next one is just the selling, general, and administrative expenses. So why do I have these charts in here now? These are new to my thread. They haven't always been part of my forecast thread that I put onto Twitter. I've added them now because this seems to be the latest tack from Gordon Johnson and a few others in the respected Tesla Q community, where they've decided that the best angle to go after Tesla now, since they're so profitable, is to say that it's accounting fraud because you can't believe the expense numbers that are being reported for SG&A or for operating expenses in total, which I guess I should just start explaining right now. So what they're doing is they're looking at the total for operating expenses. Here's the total operating expenses in Q3 of 2022 as Tesla reported them. From that point forward, this is my forecast for what these expenses are going to do. Kind of carrying forward the trend that we've seen them do over years past. It's a little lumpier in real life than I'm forecasting it to be. But what they do is they say, hey, the total number here is less than it was in these previous quarters, so it has to be fraud because Tesla has been growing their factories all around the world, and when you grow your factories, you must have to pay more for total operating expenses. So clearly this is fraud. Without even bothering to dive into what's making the costs lower. You know, if you were interested in the truth, you would dig into it and find as much information as you can. Hey, what's the breakdown of this? Does that breakdown make sense, given the way that Tesla explained it? And that's what I'm providing to you here. So the green bars here are CEO stock compensation. This is just the expense of Tesla's 2018 CEO Performance Award package, through which Elon earned the right to buy stock in Tesla at the same price that it was trading at in 2018 Q1 when that package began. I hope that's clear. So since that time, these green blocks have been larger or smaller based on how much progress Elon made toward achieving the 12 goals outlined in his plan. A maximum of 12 tranches of stock options were available to Elon for achieving huge growth in Tesla's market capitalization, the value of the company, Tesla's revenue, total revenue, and Tesla's adjusted EBITDA, which is the profit metric you want to use when you're doing a stock compensation calculation like that to avoid circular errors. You can't use after-tax income because stock compensation would get in there, right? And then you'd have circular errors. So these green bars were really big here in 2020 and 2021 because Elon was making so much progress toward making the company more valuable, driving more revenue growth, driving more adjusted EBITDA growth. Way ahead of schedule. It was a 10-year plan that this expense was supposed to be spread across. But because Elon was checking off those boxes so rapidly, you can't even see the green bar for Q2 or Q3 2022. It's there. If you look very, very closely, there's a thin green bar there. But that's all the money that's left to be earned under that plan. It tapped out at $2.283 billion, and all of that has been paid now, except for, I think, the last $4 million or something, which will hit in Q4, and then that plan will be donezo. And I'm forecasting that there will be another plan that picks up at the end of 2023 for about this much, which seems like a reasonable amount of stock compensation to award your CEO. So what do you see not happening in Q3 and Q4? You don't see big green bars because that's in the past. It's already happened, right? Also, some of them cherry-picked Q4 of 2021. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, maybe because it's the tallest bar on here. Well, what happened here with the SG&A excluding CEO stock comp was an extra $340 million worth of payroll taxes hit when Elon exercised stock under his 2012 CEO Performance Award package. So when Elon was buying that stock, Tesla had to pay payroll taxes of $0.34 billion, which is why this quarter was so much higher than the others. What are the other bars on here? The lightest bar, that's research and development. The one above it is the SG&A excluding stock comp that we were just talking about that includes that extra money that hit in Q4. Then the dark blue one here is the SG&A stock comp excluding CEO comp. So other people earn stock compensation besides Elon. And the restructuring and others sometimes hits. So when there's layoffs, there's layoff expense. When there's a Bitcoin impairment, that would hit here. But that doesn't happen every quarter, right? That's another reason why this quarter looks like, in total, it's less than these. But if you knock off the green bars and the yellow bars, it's actually pretty close. And if you were to back out that $340 million worth of payroll expense here, what you would see is a smooth upward line. So that's the total operating expenses view. This other one is the same information except just the selling, general, and administrative expenses. I'm leaving out the research and development and the restructuring and other from this one. So it's a little bit easier to understand in case somebody picks on SG&A in particular instead of total operating expenses. Either way, I have equipped you with a chart that explains what was happening so that you can go out there and fight the FUD whenever you see somebody making dumb, sophomoric claims about how the numbers Tesla is reporting are accounting fraud. Alright, that's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon or by joining my YouTube channel, especially Kathy Kitchler and Halter Ferguson Financial. And I'll see you in the next one.